Michael O'Callaghan, lovely to see you here at Del Mar. The Breeders' Cup, we're asking people what it means to them to be here to compete. What does it mean to you, Michael?
It's a big deal. Since I got into horse racing at a young age, we've always said you'd love to go, just as a racing fan, to be there. And it's the crescendo to the end of the flat season for us in the Northern Hemisphere. And it's a huge deal, and it's nice to have a horse we feel good enough to come out here and compete, and he's in with a big chance, we feel.
As you say, it is nice to have a horse that's here to compete at a very, very good level, because sometimes people take a bit of a punt at the end of the season, but your horse looks like Twilight Jet, that he potentially is, dare I say it, getting better, even though he's had so many runs this year.
Yeah, he is. Let's call a spade. He is getting better, and his ratings show that. And see him training this morning, first morning on the track, and he's travelled so well, and he takes his travelling and his racing and everything so well. He's got an unbelievable constitution, and to have that level of ability that he can take so much racing and get better and better and better, it bodes very well. And
physically, would it be fair to say that he's also developing, and he's physically stronger now than he was at any point through this season?
Yeah, he is. He's come out of every race. Like, he's always been the same height since I bought him. He's about 16 hands, and earlier in the year, early summer, you would have thought that he was a 7 furlong miler type physically. He always had a lovely fast hind end, good shape and good hips and everything, but he had a bit of scope, but from every run he just got stronger and stronger, and as you say, he developed more, and he's got bigger and bulkier and stronger, and he's thriving on his racing.
Distance wise, obviously there's been a bit of through the season, bit of thought about what would be his most suited distance. He's here over 5 furlongs on clearly fast ground, and he's going to be going around a tight bend. How do you think he will cope with that, considering what he's shown you already this season?
Yeah, I think he's a very balanced starter horse. You saw the way he handled the dip first time in Newmarket in the Middle Park, and the same back at Newmarket for the Cornwallis. That sort of balance, to be able to handle the dip like it's not there, it bodes very well for being able to handle a tight sort of track like this. A very good moving horse, like you said, very well balanced, and he's been away to Dundalk and around the turn a couple of times just for a bit of schooling, just to teach him to quicken on the bend, and he took it all in his stride, and anything we throw at him, he takes and he improves from it, and he learns from it, and he gets more confidence from it. And like we were playing around with Trip during the year, he was finishing out his races, running away. We always thought he'd plenty more left, and because of that we were stepping him up, because he was beaten only 2 lengths in the Norfolk, and he was staying on, and then he was only beaten a couple of lengths, finished third in the Gimcrack, and Lee said he couldn't pull him up after the line, so we stepped up for 7 to the Champagne, and he's finished third again. But I was happy that day that it looked like he didn't stay over 7 that day. So I went home and thought about it, and I thought, this horse has such a big stride, and he's a confident sort of horse. Maybe he just wants us to let him use his stride, and we tried it for the first time in the Middle Park, and he put them all to the sword. We had our hearts in our mouth, and I'd say a few others did too. And then we dropped him back to 5 for the Cornwallis, and it just all came together. And since then he's grown in confidence again, and so like with most horses, you wouldn't get 10 runs into him in their 2-year-old year, but he's just a little bit different, and I don't think I would have been able to have this sort of campaign with any other horse. So it all bodes well.
And without giving the secrets away, that trip to Dundalk and teaching them to quicken up around the bend, I mean, is that something that you can teach them quite easily, and is it something that he got very quickly? It
depends on the horse. These are all boxes I had in my head I just wanted to tick off. He's jumped out of the gates a couple of times with the bell. I went off and I bought a fire bell and wired it up, and he's done all that. So we'll have a bit of gate practice here again in the morning. But with a lot of horses, you wouldn't be able to do it with them, because it would be too much for them. But he takes it all, and he improves from it, and he learns from it, and he's just a little bit different in that way. And he's allowing me to tick off as many boxes as I'd like to, and so hopefully.
And what if he helped you tick off that box of a Breeders' Cup winner?
Yeah, it'd be magic. It'd be huge. It'd be unbelievable. I don't know what I'd say. I might be speechless for once in my life.
Well, we look forward to seeing that if it happens. Michael, thank you so much for chatting to us, and good luck to you and Twilight Jet and the team.
Thanks, Rishi.